And Tiffany, I think you've mentioned that you don't need previous dance experience to participate, but this is somewhat on a personal level. What if someone's worried about their balance and even before MS that they didn't look graceful enough to dance? I mean, I would say self-described you saying some people can't dance or don't. I would describe myself as a bad dancer, basically. So what if they're worried about what they appear like? What about their balance? And can they still attend?
So and I think this is often the tricky thing, and certainly as a ballet company, this is one of the challenges. People go a preconception of dance and ballet, and it's about discipline, it's about being perfect and getting it right, and that's very difficult because as a society, as a culture, often that's how we perceive formal dance and ballet, and and yet you might go to a friend's wedding and you have a complete and utter freestyle on the dance floor. There's none of those inhibitions, expectations. So I think some of the things we try and break down the kind of preconceptions of is around this sense of being a bad dancer. I can't do it. I have no rhythm. My balance is no good. Those things absolutely go out the window. It's not about that at all. So therefore, we try and use some of the language when we're trying to introduce this to people. It's about movement. It's about music. It's about moving in a way that feels good for you, in a fluid way, in a way that it's, yes, we're thinking about the physical attributes and benefits of moving and thinking about balancing and whether you're balancing in your chair or balancing standing up. But we're getting rid of those ideas of going, yes, but your arm wasn't high enough and your work. We don't think about those things. We don't think about looking good. It's not about looking good. So a lot of the work we do within these classes is trying to break down some of those inhibitions, which actually for a lot of people is incredibly empowering because they find their physical voice, they find their creativity and their self-expression without worrying about what they look like. And I think a lot of that is developed in the way the class is taught. In the class, we use a lot of imagery in the class. We use a lot of narrative in the class because that really helps people to step away from their perception of themselves and really start to think more about how the imagery of their body is. But also, again, all the individual dancers in the class, it's such, as we've already said, it's a beautiful community, a very supportive community within the dancers themselves. And actually, there's a new dancer comes in, they're absolutely wrapped up in the arms, and they can't help but break down those inhibitions because there's no space for that at all. It's just a space to have fun, to be joyful, and just to feel relaxed and energized actually in that space. So yeah, I think it is difficult. I do agree for a lot of people, unless you come from a dance background, so you go running in there 2 feet and you really start moving. For a lot of people, trying to overcome that is difficult. I would say come along, give it a go and see. As I said, even if you join online and you go, not for me, that is okay. You can join online and turn your camera off if you want to, not look at the camera. It's absolutely fine just to see what it's like, because for sure, it's wonderful we have people in our classes and online, but we're really where there's a lot of people who may want to give it a go, but also be a little bit shy about it. It's very much about just finding your flow, finding your body, finding a way that makes you feel good when you actually move. So yeah, so absolutely, everyone can dance. That's the thing. You have a heartbeat, you can dance. You have rhythm. That's the rule. That's the only rule.